Joe Biden is not going to be nominated because of his dementia. The Democratic establishment may decide to end his campaign if they think he is not mentally competent to be in the White House or to continue as a presidential candidate if he shows immense signs of dementia. This is what can happen if we don't see a 19th Amendment angle with the presidential assassination if Biden were to get the nomination. Because there's still a chance that he's not going to get the nomination at all because of his huge and massive cognitive decline. And they may invoke 25th Amendment on Joe Biden. And it's ironic because Donald Trump is showing these mental deficiencies too, but he's still in office and he's not mentally capable of handling the job of the president. But Biden is certainly worse than Donald Trump. He's showing huge signs of dementia. Now, Trump is just a deranged narcissist. He's got a narcissist personality disorder, but you can even invoke the 25th Amendment with these narcissistic tendencies when you lack any experience. But with Joe Biden, you need to invoke the 25th Amendment because he has legit dementia. And in today's mass media, that's going to get exposed even more. I mean, you think about the 25th Amendment with Trump, racist, women, Biden equaling 25. Now, wouldn't this be a shocker if Joe Biden drops out or does not get nominated and he withdraws from the race? He could withdraw from the race. Now, where did we get at Biden's dementia? Is that it's Biden's dementia that may end up giving us President Elizabeth Warren. That's the significance of the corresponding 124. And that's what may happen when Joe Biden shocks the world, is that he shocks the world, he drops out, and the Democrats nominate Elizabeth Warren instead of Bernie Sanders. And Joe Biden shocking the world that way with the withdrawal would allow the women's suffrage to occur 100 years before the election of the first female president. So that is what you're seeing for 1920, the year that the 19th Amendment got ratified. It's withdrawal that equals 43. It's Elizabeth that equals 43. She is the underdog. Underdog is 43. Also, Elizabeth's gematria is the same gematria of Moscow and Trump. And what we have with this shocking moment is that Elizabeth Warren drops out. It's not Joe Biden that's going to beat Trump after Trump tried to use a foreign power to dig dirt on him. We don't see that storyline play out. We see the bankruptcy lawyer, the woman, beat the pussy grabber, the king of debt, Donald Trump. Warren and Ukraine and Democrat and shocker. I mean, and even murder. If we were to see a murder happen before the event of a World War III. Now I'm starting to see where this murder could. It could even be the assassination of Donald Trump. So, we're going to take note in this video that Trump's going to be the guy that's going to get assassinated after he leaves office. And Elizabeth ends up taking over and winning the election. Now, Biden's withdrawal from the race, what would this do? Is it would allow Warren to win against the narcissist, and that Biden won't be nominated would mean that we see Warren versus Trump. And that Biden ending his campaign would mean that we see a woman president 176 days from Elizabeth Warren's birthday to December the 14th, the day that we see the Electoral College select Warren, and that's 176 days. And I've covered that before in the video, and where you gain the significance of these gematria values is you study the birthday of the person and you do the date duration to significant days, like the day that the Electoral College gathers and selects the president. So that time duration is 176 when you include the end day, and this is where we're getting Joe Biden ending his campaign, and we're invoking the 25th Amendment on Joe Biden. Biden's mental decline. Joe Biden has truly lost his mind, and it is just, he needs to get out of the race because it's showing he's not up to the job, and some of the things that he said, he's continuing to embarrass himself immensely. For his own sake, he has to get out of the race. And I think this is another thing that we've gotten out of this. Is that you see the gematria of 277. Notice how Vice President Joe Biden's cognitive decline is 277. You see, invoking the 25th Amendment, the Democratic establishment is going to end up doing this, and we still see Donald Trump get assassinated, right? So I'm going away from the assassination of Joe Biden and to copy and paste all these references to the top. You're gonna start to see exactly how significant Kabbalah is when tying in these world events. And so what you're seeing here is cognitive decline, and then what we have is the end product, is the next nominee in line for the delegates to select to succeed Joe Biden, President Elizabeth Warren. So no doubt about it, that's what's going to be happening with Joe Biden.